Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 4th episode of the 3rd season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So the first 2 episodes was heavily focused around the others, how they're living, how they first come to find, obviously, Jack and the others on the island themselves. They seen the plane come down, didn't they? And he quickly sent over 2 people to scope out both the camps. Now they captured them. You know, Jack's been locked up. He's being questioned consistently by Juliet, whilst also Ben is currently watching everything and all of the moves. He can listen to all of the conversations. They put in Sawyer and Kate kind of to work, manual labor. Basically, Kate's got to smash up these rocks. Sawyer's picking them up, putting them in a wheelbarrow. He's taking them to a location and dumping them out. Well, Sawyer went over and he kissed Kate, didn't he? Caused a little bit of diversion, started fighting them, and basically said, look, he don't really think that any of them can really pack a punch, and none of them really seen any of, you know, any real combat. And he thinks that, you know, if he bides his time and waits for the certain correct situations, that he'd be able to obviously overpower them. Now, like I said, Ben's been watching all of this, so this is going to be really interesting. But last episode we didn't obviously focus on them. We focused on Locke and another backstory of his, and basically it was like a redemption thing for him. He felt obviously really bad what happened to Boone. He was also trying to, you know, what was he trying to say now? He's got to fix his own mistakes or something like that. And he went into a sweat hut, you know, started putting water all over his head, burning the fire. He started having visions of Boone. He had to, you know, basically go and save Mr. Echo. Yes, the interesting thing is he's actually still missing. He's been taken by the polar bear, obviously after the destruction of the hatch in the end of the last episode. And him and Charlie went on a little mission themselves to try and rescue him, which they did successfully. Locke managed to use a kind of deodorant or hairspray or whatever you want to call it, sprayed it against the fire that he was holding on his stick, causing like a little flamethrower, which hit the bear. They grabbed obviously Mr. Echo and they ran away. Brought him back to camp. Now the interesting thing is, back at camp, Hurley's here now. He's told everybody that you know, everybody's been abducted, and having a conversation with Desmond prior to doing this as well. Desmond was like, look, don't worry about it, you know, Locke's gonna go after him. I heard it in his speech. Hurley's like, what speech you talking about? And then later on in the episode we actually seen this speech. Yes, he actually said it. He said that he's gonna go after them, he's gonna put a team together, and they're gonna rescue their friends. So what's actually going on there? You know, Hurley was like, yo, I just experienced some serious deja vu. And that is true. Desmond kind of knew what was going to happen before it actually happened. So how's that actually a thing? Do you know what I mean? Who knows? Crazy stuff. I think it's been a decent start to the season. Can't wait to see more. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into the 4th episode of the 3rd season of Lost.
You've got a problem with your roof. Maybe you should move down the beach just for tonight.
What you doing, brother?
I was just offering to fix this roof here.
There's a problem, I'll fix it. I'm quite handy.
Just trying to help, huh?
Is he seeing things? I thought even no, man.
I don't know. We're gonna have to get that guy another button to push.
How are you doing today, Jack?
Great. Should I talk to Benjamin? Because I'm starting to think that you're just the person who brings me my food. You work for him.
Well, it doesn't work that way over here, Jack. We make decisions together.
When I was holding that broken plate at your neck, he seemed happy to just let you die.
I don't answer to him.
The sub is back. We have a situation.
Time for work.
Blow your nose.
Just give me an excuse.
I thought I just did. What I gotta do, talk about your mother?
He's fuming because his girlfriend's been shot.
Where are they? This is her bed, Juliet.
What happened?
Been on this rock long enough to realize they ain't in the business of shooting each other. We did it.
He's loving it. Look, I like how they're calling it we, our team now.
Smiling?
Yeah, he's loving it.
Damn right I'm smiling. Just got our ticket out of here.
Well, it kind of gives them hope that people are coming for them. Do you know what I mean? They've not just left him and not ever going to see him again.
Morning.
You know that chick they brought in on the stretcher? That's Broken Nose Man's girl.
They call him Pickett.
Next time someone comes to pull me out, I'm gonna wait till they step in my little swimming hole, and I grab them. Zap.
Oh, he lets you
They
go
fall
then.
back from the shock, I snag the keys.
So what about Jack?
We don't even know if he's here. Hell, we don't even know if he's alive. It's every man for himself, Freckles.
It's not though, is it? I understand he's saying that, and he's been selfish in certain situations, but I do feel like he is becoming a team guy. You know what I mean? He's talking about we happened, us happened. You know what I mean? Our people. He's becoming one of them. And, you know, regardless of whether he wants to accept it or not, he is. And he's Team Kate as well. I reckon that if they went after her, he would stop his escape. You know what I mean? If he was free and a clear run at getting on a boat or running off and she was taken, he'd run back for her. Yeah, okay, maybe because he does love her. But the fact is, he's part of a team now. And yeah, he doesn't actually know where Jack is. And realistically, he can't sit around like moping. You don't know what's happened to him. Once you find out his location, then it becomes different. Then you become trying to get him out and he becomes part of the team again. Do you know what I mean?
Problem is, what's following your hands, not your eyes.
Problem is you old and dumb.
Got here, name's Munson. Rumor has it he ripped off the government for 10 mil.
Get little mints on your pillow at night, too? Been here, what, a week? And you're on tote bag duty? Think the warden's breaking up those fights because you're cute, Costanza? He's making a play for that 10 mil. Warden will reach out to your wife, use her against you. Textbook con. Past 9 months, that warden's made my life a living hell. He gets that 10 mil you ain't got. Just might have to kill myself. So what brings you to the sewing shop, boss?
Don't think I can't extend your stay for it. How about you get that trash?
Is that guy Andy from the Cougar Town?
Lunch already? What do you weigh? 180, give or take. How old are you? 35. Sorry, not a sucker.
Let's turn the power off.
We turned it off.
I would say Sawyer looks older than 35, to be fair. I would say Kate was in her early 30s, even late 20s, but him, I would say he's in late 30s.
Jason? Let me out! God, I hate needles.
Imagine getting hit with that. Look at the size on it. She said that that didn't work.
No, you have to go through the sternum. The sternum. Like in the movie.
I know.
Mate, that's why they need Jack, mate. He's a doctor. And, you know, thought Juliet might have been a doctor, but she might be fixing up that other girl. Do you know what I mean? She said that she was a repo woman as well, but she kind of insinuated that she knew what she was talking about. But she also said that Mike has been broken for years with no power, and clearly he can hear some information on it, so that's interesting. Look, a new guy.
Don't mind me, brother. I'm just gonna take one of your clubs.
Take the 5-iron. I never use it.
Might want to square your shoulders a bit more.
You play golf.
I'm Scottish. Cheers.
What the hell?
Hey, move. Let's move. Hey, come on, come on, come on, come on. What are you doing? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
You know what a pacemaker is?
Trying to give one.
They stick them in the tickers of people who've had bypass work. The Rabbit had a small pacemaker set to deliver its kickstart should it get too excited. Assuming that you were telling the truth about your age and weight, your resting heart rate should be about 70 beats per minute. Your active heart rate, however, that would be about 140, which is the point at which your pacemaker will cause your heart to explode.
I don't know, man. If he actually has got a pacemaker, it pissed me off for the whole entire show.
If you get within 15 beats of your danger zone, it'll start to beep. Oh, and one other thing. Kate, you touch her, I swear. You tell her what we did, we'll put one in her, too.
I think it's a bluff, if I'm being honest. I don't think they're good enough to do that, because I don't even think that they had a qualified person to even stick a needle in him. Do you know what I mean? They were shaking all over the place. Like, how would they, in such a short period of time, manage to hit him, knock him out, put a pacemaker into him, and just, I don't know, patch him on? Surely you have to cut some, you know what I mean? Like, surely to put a pacemaker in somewhere, you have to do a little kind of incision and go in. So I wouldn't believe it. I mean, I'd have to take it for face value, because I wouldn't want to start pushing my own life. Do you know what I mean? Like he said, if it ticked to like 140 and I'd die. But I'm not being funny, right? Like, if he goes running outside of here, or even gets hot and sweaty, you know, bit of it, 140 should be his heart rate should beat past that. Any bit of exercise, he should pass that. So I don't know. I think that's quite low, to be honest. I think Jack will be able to shore it up. But hopefully Jack's been listening through that thing, to be honest, and he knows that that's not actually the case.
Sawyer, are you okay?
That's so you can clean yourselves up. And Kate, if any of that doesn't fit, just give me a holler, okay?
What did they do?
I can't tell you.
Nothing. It ain't important.
Talk to me. What happened?
Look, I told you, nothing happened.
Why is he not getting any fresh clothes? It does look like there has been some sort of incision there, though. He's getting excited. Where'd you get that watch from?
It's just my watch. It's busted.
When did you get a watch?
Look, I don't tell you everything.
He's trying to kill himself.
Hello, Sawyer.
It's James Ford. And I
Filth.
know that because you got it right when you press charges.
I'm glad that they explained it why he's there. Oh, he's got a kid.
This is your daughter.
I think I'm gonna take one look at this picture and turn into Father Knows Best.
We're living in this little place in Albuquerque. It's near the university.
Why are you telling me this?
Thought you could write her a letter. Name's Clementine.
Clementine, mate. I love that name. It's from Westworld as well. You know what I mean? Been watching that show. She's great in that, Clementine.
I've been checking out my cage. If I climb to the top, I can squeeze through those bars. There's space farther apart up there.
Think we should just chill out here a while, get the lay of the land.
What did you do to Sawyer?
Nothing.
I heard him yelling, you've got
Jack,
blood on your clothes.
Jack,
What did you do to
It's
him?
not his blood. I need your help.
It's a cut deal, me. I'd have to say, tell me what's happened to Sawyer first, or tell me where Kate and Sawyer is. I need to speak to him.
What happened?
Gunshot wound to the abdomen. Those aren't hers.
They've got proper x-rays and all that. Look at it, like machines.
I got the bullet out, but she's still bleeding.
Going badly.
No, I patted it.
I need you to clamp under the liver so I can get a look back there.
Mate, I said I'd like these two to get together, man.
I'm not a
Steady
surgeon.
hands, come on.
I know. But I need you to do this. A crash cart, now.
Juliet, I need paddles.
It's broken.
I want him to save it, to be honest, so that they can kind of trust Jack a little bit. He can gain something from them.
Time and death. She's gone.
I knew it was. Like, I knew he'd be fuming. I mean, I don't blame him, like, but what are you gonna do? He's holding his chest, look. His heart rate's got to go over 140.
I said, do you love him? Stop! Do you love him?
I love him. I love him.
I don't understand, like, what's that's got to do to anything to this guy? I mean, saying that she loves him there, I've not really done nothing to me that. She could love loads of people on that island.
You were right. And I thought I really thought she...
10 mil's a lot of greenbacks, killer. Tends to change things. You had yourself a good cry. Mind if I go back and see if George gets his farm?
I need you to move it.
The money you didn't steal.
We both know I did. Do this for me. You have to.
I'll be a walking target.
If you don't help me, the warden will get it all.
He
Please.
said he wanted him not to have any in it, so it's a bit of ultimatum for him. It could be a long con again, though, that, innit? Make them give you something that they want.
What are you doing?
Hang on a second, Freckles. I told you the time ain't right.
Wait, she just got out of it.
You're the one that
You
said
can
you
fit
had
through
to
it.
go.
Can't say again.
Did to you, but I know you're scared enough to lie about it, and that scares me more than anything that they have done to us before.
What are you doing?
Get you out of here.
Don't. You gotta leave me.
What is that thing?
Run.
Tell me the truth for once in your life.
If you really love me, go.
He looks proper defeated, doesn't he? It would scare... It's good what she just said there. Stop lying, mate. She's getting back in.
What the hell are you doing? Damn it, Freckles, don't. Every man for himself.
Live together, die alone.
Hey, that was good. That was actually good, that. Jack, and he's obviously just seen her get out the cage, innit? And get back in.
You know Danny wants to kill him.
Danny can wait.
Should I bring Shepard back?
I want him to sit with her for a while longer.
Right, I mean, I'm not being funny, but I honestly don't think that Jack's going to be that arsed about being laid next to a dead body. You know what I mean? I would be. I'd be like, yo, this is weird. But, like, the guy's a doctor. He's seen so many dead people. He's cut them all open. You know what I mean? He's seen the insides of it. He's ripped it apart. Like, being sat next to a dead body of someone that he don't even know, covered up on a bed as well, I probably think that it's just a sound normal day for Jack, that. Like, he's not even bothered. Now, Kate obviously didn't have to say, mate, I only said that so that they stop beating you up. We all know that's not true. He knows it's not true. You know it's not true. Didn't have to be said. And also, there's different types of love as well. You know what I mean? You can have a, like, I love my friends, and, you know what I mean? You'll do anything for them. But then you have, I love my partner. You know what I mean? As well, you'll do anything for them. It's two different types of love. You know what I mean? I love my family. I love my nan. I love my granddad. And then I have my intimate kind of love with my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like these different levels, and she does love him. I feel like she loves Jack as well. I feel like they put that in to make us go ooh. You know what I mean? But it just doesn't do anything to me. That I just feel like, yeah, you know what? She does mean it. He said it as well. He loves her earlier on in the season. Only Jack heard it. But she's also said that you know, she's also instigated a kiss on Jack. You know what I mean? And Jack said that he didn't regret that happening as well. And that was before Michael dropped back in it. Do you know what I mean? Kind of disrupt it. He's probably going to kiss again. So I know it's interesting. I like the fact that she said live together, die alone. Every man for himself. Could have been the case. To be fair, like, if I was here, I'd be like, look, mate, you get off. You get our people, you come back. But she's clocked that he's looking at his arm constantly. And I like what she said. The fact that, mate, the fact that you're not fighting back and you're scared makes me scared. It makes me more scared than anything that's ever happened right now. Because usually, you're just a stubborn guy. You want to fight everybody. You know, you got this bad attitude that you want to take them all out. I mean, you know what I mean? Sawyer's decent. And now look at him, like, tail between his legs. It's concerning. And it will, obviously, like, start playing on your mind.
I'm sorry. They had to put handcuffs on you. I'm a fertility doctor. I'm not used to death. I should have come to get you sooner.
It wouldn't have mattered. She was dead before you put her on the table.
Are you just saying that to make me feel better?
I don't care about making you feel better.
I'm sorry for bringing you here.
Those are spinal x-rays, and they belong to a man about 40 years old. And whoever he has a very large tumor on his L4 vertebrae. And I just happen to be a spinal surgeon.
That was interesting. Imagine it was Sawyer's. Oh, imagine. Imagine me. That would be a good twist. What's he trying to rig up?
You want some fruit salad?
Thanks. I'm not hungry. You might want to wait a minute.
Is it gonna... I was gonna say that. Is it gonna hit the thunder? Is it gonna hit that? The lightning? I honestly don't understand though. Like, I know it hits the highest point, but it would hit all the trees.
Let's go for a walk. I have to be honest, Ford. When I first brought you here, I thought you were nothing more than a dumb hick.
Oh, is it working for them? So get time reduced.
10 millions and a red Bronco parked in a store quick facility in Sawgrass.
Oh, they done it?
Covered and the funds confirmed, your commission will be processed. Now, how would you like that?
Set up a new account. Don't matter what bank. Put it in the name of Clementine Phillip. And I want it so there's no way she can ever find out who the money's from.
Congratulations, Ford. Just lied and cheated your way out of prison.
I mean, that guy will know that Sawyer messed him up, didn't he? But he's got it in his kid's name. Do you know what? Respect to it. But I'd want him to know it's off me that her dad actually cared for her later in the future.
What's up there?
Something I want you to see.
That little place you always wanted, George? From of mice and men.
Wait, that was a decent book, that. We'd learnt that in school. Shoots him in the head, doesn't he?
Bring me up here to kill me? That thing you put inside me blow up my damn heart?
The only thing we put inside you was doubt. Oh, the watch is a heart rate monitor, but nothing more.
To be fair, Henry could take a bit of a beating, though. Do you know what I mean? He got beat up by Saeed and didn't reveal no information, and he would have been getting tortured. Another island.
You ever been to Alcatraz?
Yeah, it was absolutely sick.
Right now you're standing on a small island roughly twice the size of Alcatraz.
That's your island.
Just wanted you to know. There's nowhere to run. We did all this because the only way to gain a con man's respect is to con him. Funny thing is, us telling you about the pacemaker wasn't what kept you in line. It was when I threatened her. The guy goes nuts if he ain't got nobody. It don't make no difference who the guy is, as long as he's with you. I tell you, a guy gets too lonely and he gets sick. Don't you read? Let's get you back to your cage.
I'd literally just say, look, come on now. Like, what is the purpose of us being here? You know, if we can't escape, will you tell us, like, literally why I'm here? Well, to be fair, right, a couple of people escaped from Alcatraz, didn't there? Was it 3 people escaped? But they was never actually found, if that makes sense. So, like, I'm sure there was a story that 3 people dug through the cell and escaped from Alcatraz. The bodies were never found, but they assumed he was dead. But there's a chance that they did escape. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It's like you could be on the side of the law and say, yeah, mate, they never made it across. Or you could just be on the side of the intrigued and was like, yes, mate, hopefully they did, and hopefully they survived and lived a life. To be fair, I've been to Alcatraz. I thought the tour was sick. You know, walked around with like loads of headphones, listening to stories and that, going through all the cells up and down, seeing how everybody used to live. Personally, I would think it'd be pretty much near impossible to make it over there. I have done a triathlon before. And, you know, I can swim in swimming pools absolutely fine. Mate, as soon as I hit that open water, I felt like I was literally going to die. I'm not even going to joke around. Like, the difference between swimming in water, like in a pool, and swimming in a sea like that with the currents and with the distance that is solid. And the fact is, having the energy from being beaten up and trying to escape here and getting all the way over there before they could come even after you is pretty much virtually impossible in my personal opinion. Now, again, though, he's saying that they're on this island and that's theirs over there. But why is it when they're over there, they can't see that one? Maybe it's just a certain point on the island when the day, you know, when the sun rises or something. Because he did wake him up very early to obviously take him there to visualize and see that. But again, if that is the case, so that they are indeed on, it could be a double bluff though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a double bluff. Like, they're like Jack and Kate and Sawyer still on the same island as Hurley and Charlie, because the others are on there. And like, you're telling me they ventured from one side to the other every single time to do their walk and kidnap the people? Do you remember when he went in last season and he took like 3 and then took like 9? They come all the way over, grab them, bring them back. Come all the way over, grab them, bring them back. And do you know what I mean? And they've done it with the kids as well, which we have yet to see their purpose from it. But I do think this was a good episode. Kate's obviously revealed that she loves him. She's saying that she didn't mean it in that way. She only said it to get them to stop fighting him. He's obviously like resisted escaping fighting and doing everything he can because of the thought that if he does, a pacemaker will be put inside of Kate, and he shows how much he's willing to, you know, have self-sacrifice, if that makes sense, and like harm on himself, like to make sure that somebody that he actually loves is okay as well. I like his backstory, to be honest. We found out he's got a little girl. Now, he's obviously conned somebody out of money, but he was basically like a long con, to be honest. Literally, it really, really was, wasn't it? A long con. And he's got it. He's revealed it to the police. They've got the money. He's got cut of it. He's put it in his kid's name, Clementine's as well. And he's also been freed to go, you know what I mean, from prison 6 years earlier. I wonder why, or if he's ever actually made contact with his daughter, because I know that here as well, he said put the money in her name and don't tell her who it's ever from. So I'm guessing that he's never actually been in her life, which is sad, but you know, he done a good thing and obviously set her up for life, it seems like. So I don't know, I really like. So you got my season 2 most liked character. You got yours at the time of recording the final episode, most liked character as well, which is good. Jack was second, and Jack had a good episode again today as well. So we'll go into that further on when we do the conclusion. But yeah, I thought this one was better than the last one. I think it picked up again, and maybe it's because I'm so intrigued with the others, but yeah, I thought it was a good episode. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Very, very good. I liked it. Back here with the others, you know, we're seeing that they've got like an operating theatre. Obviously the person that Sun shot actually has died, so fair play to Sun, mate. You know what I mean? I'm chalking that as a second kill of the show. Well, it's unknown who killed the guy last episode who threw him off the building, but he was holding the necklace that he wanted to give to Sun, and I don't know, it's a suicide. To me, that just wouldn't make any sense. That he was scared of his life when he come in, and you know, Jin to beat him up, and Jin give him a second lease on life. You know what I mean? Go to America, disappear. That's what his intentions was anyway. And you know, never actually call home. So after that, I wouldn't be jumping off the building. So I don't know. I still think some might have pushed him off, to be honest, but it wouldn't make any sense. But she definitely killed her. She hit her with a bullet. She said that she wouldn't shoot her, and then obviously when the boat moved, the trigger got pulled and she took her out, rushed her in today. Obviously Jack's tried to do the procedures, tried to move the bullets and stuff like that and get it out. I found out that you know, the female Juliet, she actually works with babies, I believe that she said. You know, she was a, did she say a fertility doctor? I think that's what they do, like work with you know, women and pregnancies and stuff. It's totally different to Jack, who obviously deals with, like, you know, serious injuries, spinal surgeries, dead bodies all of the time. You know what I mean? You could tell that he's having an effect on Juliet. And I could also, mate, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if I'm going too far of it, but I really do think her and Jack will be, like, I've got a real connection. I can feel the connection, but I don't know if the show's going to push it forward, but I'm enjoying it right now. I feel like she's actually a decent person. I know that you could say, how can you be decent when you kidnap Jack and kidnap Sawyer and kidnap Kate? But again, like, I don't know, it's just scenarios. It don't mean that just because you're involved in something all the time that you are a bad person. You've got to think of yourself and your life and, you know what I mean, like the threat to you first before you can obviously start trusting everybody and they're okay. Obviously, they're in a shit facility right now. I agree, and they're not treating them really well. But when it comes out, you know, at the end of the day that they're not willing to hurt and, you know, try to take everything that you've got, then it's different. And, you know, I'm willing to let it all play out. And I do feel like she is a good egg around a bunch of, you know, bad ones. Now, obviously, they've been listening to conversations. They knew that Sawyer was going to try and electrocute them, so they turned the power off. Now, obviously, they didn't read that they've been listening. So I would have took from that, how would they know that I was planning to do that? How would they know to turn the power off? You know, maybe they are watching us. The pacemaker I thought would have been absolutely ruthless if they actually put it into Sawyer. I would have been annoyed, to be honest, because that's a big thing in the show. It would affect, obviously, his personality and how he engages, just like we've seen today. He didn't engage in the fights and stuff like that. Kate, like I said, revealed that she loved him. He's done it before, do you know what I mean? I think there's different levels of love. I feel like she does love him, but she also loves Jack, and she wouldn't know which one she wants to be with, to be honest. A bit conflicted. The best thing that Kate done this episode, if I'm being personal, like from my personal point of view, is like she was gonna have the ability to escape, and she decided to stay, live together, die alone. We love that. It's pretty good. I like that saying. It's a good little pact, and you know, she's ended up getting back in the cage and staying and waiting. They've obviously seen Jack's there now, so it's going to give them a little bit of motivation to find him. Speaking of Jack as well, he did see some x-rays on the screen, and he was saying whoever that is, it's a male, age 40 odd or whatever's, you know, they've got something on their spine, but looking for you, I'm actually a spinal surgeon, so who is it that you want me to operate on? Another interesting thing that we're going to get to see and obviously revealed to us. So I think it was a good episode, really good information build, lots of good action, and it's pretty exciting to see the different scenarios. And yeah, it's actually got me more excited to watch the rest of the season. So thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.